Yo. Guess I'm starting to lose my voice here. Probably go grab a glass of water or something. Actually, I'm going to do that. Didn't mean to do that at the beginning of the stream, but I will be right back. Ableton move under the screen here, so maybe we'll get to playing with that, but I was like, I haven't done anything with the M8 in a little bit, and was playing around. I did get, you probably see it at the top here, got a ground loop isolator, so I can actually get the USB output from the M8 into the computer, so I can get the nice display, and still have audio that is not full of ground loop noise. So I actually have the M8 hooked into the Move at the moment. Not any particular reason, it was just the easiest thing with the short cables I had to hook it up. And I did have to replace some of the TRS cables because this one that came with the ground loop isolator is pretty terrible. It doesn't make a good connection for whatever reason. What's playing right now is, I don't know, I was kind of working on like almost like an ambient drum and bass or something. I don't know what you'd call it, but was trying to mess around with some different sounds here. And nothing too exciting here, just basically it's the nth that's making it do like the extra hit. Got some ghost notes in here. I've been trying to just keep working on making things that will either have evolving sounds or other things. So like this one will have some extra ghost notes pop in once in a while, just to kind of keep the track changing. So you see a lot of nth here. This one here, I used the chance, the CHA. It's basically has a chance to pick a different slice out of the set of samples. So if I go through here and show you what we got, it's like this is the kick that we got. I just took like, I forget if this was a break or not, but we got the snare that we're using. I don't think I used this sound anywhere. Got the clap. Then we got the hat here. And then this is the extra one, the different slice that it'll pick sometimes. Like a wood block kind of sound. So that's where you kind of, once in a while, you'll get like that echo coming in. It's a pretty low chance, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's 33%. So just something where just like add in like a little difference to the audio there once in a while. And then this is, let's see, the wood block kind of sound. Oh, the retrigger basically will make it play like a bit of a roll, and then the kill is happening so that if it doesn't go forever. Because if I take it out, hasn't done it yet. It's a 26% chance, so it's kind of low. But if I take this kill out, it will, you'll hear when it engages, it just goes until it hits the next trigger, which is not what I wanted. I just wanted to go for like a short roll. And I think there's like enough time to get like 3 in there maybe. what else did I do here? And these are all just, a lot of it's just been playing around, just doing some 1-bar things that just evolve or change over time to kind of keep it, as I said, interesting. This is the bass. So really what's going on, similarly, if I do this, I skipped using C1 because I could go in and adjust the start time, but you can see as I'm like playing it, it takes like a second to, maybe half a second to kick in. And I don't know, I just was like, it's fine. So that's the one that we kind of lead with. And the reason why I'm dropping the kill commands here is to kind of cut it short so we don't get that triple hit. Now you might ask, could I have chopped this better? Absolutely. But I don't know. Sometimes I just let the chops go and just kind of work with it. So there's a whole bunch of chops here, but this is basically something that it'll double tap the two D1s every other time it goes through, and then we've got the last one that on the fourth it'll do like a extra hit at the end. I should probably try and clean it up, some of the pops there, but when you get in the mix you don't hear it as much. This is really just a pad. So basically the reason why I had to do this is it only triggers once. So if I played this, you really would barely hear it because it takes about 4 bars for it to come in. If you have headphones, you might barely be able to hear that. But what's happening here is the FEs are just empty, so it doesn't play anything. It just sustains this one note trigger. And that's how you can basically keep a one trigger to keep going. Then this was just kind of like some weird noise. And again, just using the nths to choose how many times it has to repeat the measure to trigger. And last but not least is this kind of like ARP. So I just chopped up. It's all like very short sounds. And the nths are just, again, choosing when it's going to like play extra hits or something. And I kind of did this like weird extra hit. I don't know, maybe that should be a ghost note or something. But anyway, to go back to what this sounds like with everything together. Didn't use as much randomness as I usually do in tracks for this one. And I may come back and start adding some of that in to layered in. We'll see. But yeah, let's just start something new. I'm gonna save this just in case I haven't saved in a while. Let's go new. And we'll just start with 4 bar again. Let's go over and find what we can for a fun sample. Let's go drum and bass. We'll kind of stick in that faster pace space. I don't even remember what we have in here. Drum loops. Those are, I don't know if they're all named too long. All right, can't use this one. I'll have to go back and fix this on the SD card later. Dig that. So I could, whoops, I was gonna say, I could come in and use this as two separate loops. Maybe we should. Because there's a lot going on in there. We could certainly work with it and chop it, but let's start here. All right, we'll go edit and let's just try 16 slices. See how well it lines up. Not that great. Let's try auto. So we probably just want the first two slices, really. But the reason why I'm going to overwrite this, I'm just going to resave it, is it's going to add in all those markers. So now we can come out and use the markers here if we just say file, which is just telling the Dirtywave M8 to use the markers in the file. You can do fun stuff where you can still actually just chop it differently if you want, but just having the markers in the file makes it a lot easier to kind of work with. Let's go up the BPMs. Let's go 172. All right, I'm going to intentionally split out all the snares and hats and everything, just so we can control them separately later without having to make additional patterns. So that when I start getting into like arranging, I have it separated to make it easier to work with. I'm already thinking for the snares, just listening to it, it might be worth putting in like every once in a while killing the note early so you don't get that extra kind of tail on it, but we'll see. Need a new sampler, so we need to go load that other. It's actually, I'm working at the same BPM. I could technically just play the note. Tends to be more fun to chop it up, but it's given that I'm going at the same BPM, I could just leave it for now. Decide what we're going to do later. Move over to bass. Button combo. That's intense. Dig that. Let's see what we want to do. Probably looks like maybe 8 slices. So I don't need to, if I'm just going to do the 8, I don't need to save that. I can just do this where I say it's 8 slices. And start goofing around with it. I didn't see that Koala's got external MIDI support. Man, I'll have to get it loaded up and check it out. How are you doing, by the way? Having a good day, hopefully? Let's see here. We want to turn transpose off. Actually, I should probably do that. Whoops. Should probably turn transpose off for everything. Well, you can certainly get a WIDI device that can convert MIDI to Bluetooth. I mean, I know the OP1 here has, the OP1 Field has Bluetooth MIDI as well, although that's a lot of money just to have a Bluetooth controller. Yeah, I'll check it out and see if I can get anything set up and working. Can't be too hard, would be my guess. Let's get the envelope somewhere I like it. That's kind of working for me. Alright, we gotta take this snare drum down a bit. I think that was F sharp, right? I don't use Koala probably as much as I should. I really like it though. I mean, I have messed with it a bit, but it's just not usually the first thing I grab when I'm goofing around doing some music stuff. I know a lot of people really love it, and I know you can do a ton of stuff with it, so I should play with it more. See what else is out here. Might be able to pitch that up. Oh wait, yeah, we want to play it at, okay, yeah. Did I do that? Oh, I have to put FEs in here. I want to chop this up. Let's go 32 slices. And then here we go, now I can get rid of these. Like that. Need something else. Like a free running LFO doing something. going to be a little extreme. Maybe it's time to call it a day on this one and go do something else a little bit more chilled out. So we just give it a name and save it. Cosmic Cache. All right. We got something. Yeah, I'll have to figure out. I mean, I'm using my iPhone for video these days again, and I guess I could get Koala going on my iPad. That's not bad. I mean, that's what I ended up using my iPad for the DiBiase flip that they posted in Koala. They gave everybody like 3 hours to do it. I was like, I'll just goof around, see what I come up with. Let's go new, and let's go slower this time. Like 82 BPM. Let's see where we go. And get out of drum and bass. Let's go. Let's grab a break. Let's see what we can find for a break here. Kind of dig that. I usually find that, whoops, I don't want to randomly name it. Oh well, let's exit out, start over. I usually find these breaks don't auto chop very well. You need more jungle. I appreciate that we need more jungle. We all need more jungle in our lives. It's not going to quite cut it. My concern is doing 16 is not going to line up quite right either. But we can delete some of these slices that are no good. Yeah, we'll have to fix those. Delete that. Do you not have enough jungle in your life, crazy wabbit? It was your motto, it's just never enough. All right, we're going to go nudge these into place like fairly well. That one's pretty quiet. It's fine. Probably right around there. This will be easier to see. Nice big transient. I know this is super fun to watch. I think you can. Did I read correctly that you can use the touchscreen? Oh man, you can. It's just wild. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it here. I was hoping it was a little more accurate. I know you can use it. If you hold the edit button down, you can sometimes use the touchscreen to edit values. Do I want to double hit here? Maybe. Could be fun. Yeah, we'll adjust this here. We'll have the double tap, and then we just have a little thing there. We'll go overwrite. Okay. Now we have something we can work with. Oh, I'm going to go set file. Decide what I want here. wrong track. Let's fix that. Alright. Get some boring snares here. Could go for a rock and roll kind of beat too. I don't know. The crash in here. Let's do maybe there. I'm gonna do nth here just so I don't have to make a whole bunch of patterns. It's me being lazy. Did I do that wrong? Oh. That doesn't last very long. I'm thinking I could switch it to play style. Let's do play. Alright, now we need to have a kill command to kill. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't want it to just go forever. I just have to listen to it. Okay, that's close to what I was thinking. Maybe a little longer. All right, well, this is going. Let's get some bass. Let's see what we got for weird hip-hop samples. I don't really get a lot of lo-fi stuff here. I guess these are just sustained notes. Oh, I kind of dig this dub synth sound. Let's before we do this, let's go see if we can find a melodic sample we can then play around with. Scratch loops, fun. Musical loops. Keys. Kind of dig that. Auto chop is failing me. All right, we will see if we can get close. Oops. we're going to see. I should probably just get this as a separate sound. All right. Overwrite and exit back out. We're going to detune this for sure. Are we? Maybe not. Let's just play with it. This was what, A major? Alright, we're getting need transpose off. Alright, bass time, let's see what we got. Oh, looks like my screen glitched out a little bit here. Weird. Okay, guess that fixed it. F3's too low. I know this is probably too loud for the bass, but I'm just trying to give it a little bit more tone. Maybe we take the grade off first. I'll leave it for the moment. Let's see what we can do here. Let's whoa. Okay. We don't need an extra bass. This is our lazy keyboardist. He kind of sometimes remembers to drop notes. Think about the bass here. It needs something. Try and keep working the envelope here. kind of want something here. I'm going to take the table speed and we're going to make it so it only moves through the table every... Did I do that wrong? I thought I made it with 0. Oh, I went too far. 0. There we go. So like every time it's going to go through any of the drum hits now, it's just going to... Each drum hit's going to cause it to go down a step. So now we can do some fun things, like throw in that it'll do like a degrade command, give us like a... That's a little extreme. Maybe more like... We'll do a random amount. Of like 1 to 3. I'll just give it like, so it'll kind of... And it didn't do it that time, but sometimes it'll now drop in like a little extra thing. Let's do a pitch bend. Actually, let's do another random. It basically does, for the random, it does each one independently, so sometimes it'll spin up. I'm just trying to spread this out so we don't have everything just jammed on top of each other, so basically where it's blank, it's going to be a normal sound. That's where we need to be careful. All right, we'll probably want a kill command because we're not going. The problem is we're not going like super fast. Drop it into delay. So we need to go current instrument, send delay. Maybe it needs to be higher. I don't know. Maybe I'm not feeling it right now. Especially after doing the drum and bass. Do I have anything else fun in here I've been working on lately? Let's see. Save it just in case I want to come back to it. Xeno Aura. Been doing some stuff with the P6. That's been fun. Yeah, that was the one we were just working on, I think. Oh, that was what I started the stream with. This one I think needs some serious work to it, but what the heck is, what's this? That's why I took it out, because it didn't work well. I thought it was interesting, but it didn't fit great. This one's got a lot of automation going. Not a whole lot of variation, though. I've just been trying to work out. Just doing like, I don't know, I guess I've been just doing a lot of random stuff. Stuck in live mode. Yeah, I guess this one's kind of weird. Maybe it's time to play with the Move for a bit. Take a break from the M8. Let's see. Unplug, unplug. Move some cables out of the way and switch to this. All right, let's go here. Get a new set. What about the M8 be jamming? You need more M8 in your life? It's not that hard, actually. I know it's easy to say that when I'm like zipping around, but I would say if you know how to work with a DAW and kind of drop notes in place, it's pretty much the same thing. You can actually use external controllers and record notes. You can play notes and like record them in. So, I mean, you can absolutely do. I believe in you. I'm not saying you have to get one, but I believe you could figure it out. Here we go. We got that drum and bass style bass again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say for the M8, yeah, if it's one of those things, if you don't have the mental time for it, it can certainly be it's a lot to learn. I did order an OPXY. Perfect Circuit has not shipped it, so I don't know. It'll show up whenever it shows up. This is in the wrong spot. Let's get at least close. Good enough. I don't know, I'm not loving any of these. Here we get the bass. One of those notes is a little goofy. All right, the math for this, what I want to do, I think what I'm going to do is, because it's shifted off, I'm going to duplicate it. We then need to, we want to go from bar, how did I want to do this? 2 to 5? Oh man. That is not what I wanted. Where'd my notes go? I messed everything up. I've ruined it. I will probably say it's like the OP1, and for most people, it's probably not worth the cost. I do think it looks pretty cool, and I do really enjoy the OPZ. If you're good with step components and things, you'll probably get to it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call. Whoa, what the heck happened? Okay. Got my notes back. I think it just shifted off too much. Let's, is that deleted? No. We'll undo capture and just make this 4 bars. That was terrible. I think I now on the here have 2 notes. Yeah. Yeah, I think like there's a lot of opportunity for it. I think it'll be a nice, really portable sequencer. I partially am like, I kind of just got the move. Why am I getting it? But I did like the OPZ an awful lot, even though I know I didn't make hardly any videos on it. But the OPZ's like just so great for doing like quick stuff. This just probably needs to get pulled back. I don't know if this is the right spot. No. Maybe we just let it go. Everything like sounds super sluggish as we keep moving out. Like this should probably actually get nudged back. This should get nudged back. Maybe I'm ruining this. Let's delete it. We'll just start over. Oh, didn't want to go 4 bars or past 5. Darn it. I hear you. I think the move is, it could do more. I think I'm just playing so off time here that I'm killing myself. The OPZ is like just so dang fast for. It's if you get a chance to check one out, I would say definitely do it. I mean, just the tape effects on it, super fun. The only problem is, what is it? It's only got like 64 megabytes of storage space, so you can't really get a whole lot of sounds on it. But just as a controller and getting ideas together, the OPZ is really fun. All right. I'm like causing myself mental harm trying to put something together here, I think. But I mean, the sounds are about the same quality as the original OP1. I mean, a lot of it's the same synth engines, so. But the OP1 field does sound so much better. Maybe I just do this as 2 bars and start there. Let's see if I can get this to loop correctly. See, like, this is already off. Oh, that fixes it. Yeah, multi-samples do look nice on the OPXY. I mean, the MPC auto sampler is going to be 10 times better, but it is hard to they've definitely looks like they've come a long way with how they're going to do sample management and programs. I do hope there's a few things I do hope they bring over to the OP1. I'm actually less interested in the sequencers and more like the way that they put drums together, where you can kind of have multiple samples and not have just like one 20-second sample. Does look really handy and nice for putting stuff together, but I don't know if they'll be able to bring it over or not, or if they're even going to be incentivized to. Alright, I think this needs to chill out a little for now. Need a different sound. Let's try strings. Is it just the sequencers you were looking for out of the OP1 field? I mean, it's not a great sequencer. I think if for people that just don't want to deal with tape style management, the OP one's pretty terrible. I know this is going to be a track I'm going to come back to later and be like, what the heck was I thinking? I feel like I want the second half of this. Oh, did it wrong. There we go. I know, I wish the MPC 500 was easier to maintain and keep working. The pads go out on it so quickly, and it's missing a little bit of control. But I mean, I've had 3 MPC 500s. I don't have one now, but I really I like that. That was a great sampler sequencer. I need to cut down the filter here, I think. Not sure what warp's doing here. How small of a mobile Akai MPC would you want? So what is it? Shift, enter go to filter setup for this. Bandpass? Okay, we have no bandpass filter type. So that's a bummer. It is quite, from a size perspective, the Ableton Move is pretty impressive. Would you take a little tiny OLED display here that is just monochrome, or you want something more like the screen that you'd have, like the MPC style huge screen where like these 16 pads are or something? Didn't mean for that extra hit. Now you're asking for all the technology. How about Wi-Fi? Why not? Also exports audio to Ableton Live. Has a 2 stereo pair of inputs and 4 stereo pair outputs. I like, that's one thing. Like here, there's so much room on the back. They could have added in more inputs, outputs. They could have put TRS MIDI to like more properly support MIDI. But I suspect that just to keep costs down and development time and everything else, they decided against all of that nonsense. But yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of space here for being able to put more stuff, which would have been cool. Although I think if you look at the inside, the thickness here, the knobs basically take up all this space, which is like going into the case, which is why they couldn't fit in any more inputs and outputs. It's like super packed, but it would be like, if it was like, I don't know, what, maybe a 1/4 inch taller, they probably could have packed more technology in here. But it is what it is, so it's easy to be like, oh, they could add a million things, but not knowing what their product management and other teams were, and engineering teams and stuff were talking about, it's hard to say. Like anybody can be like, oh, I wish they did this or that, but Oh, we kind of go what we got. And I have not been a super heavy Ableton user for quite a while, so having this where I can export stuff out and kind of be like, oh yeah, I can go back and do arranging in Ableton from some just quick projects has been nice to force myself back into using it. So yeah, the touchscreen does eliminate plenty. It does also make it harder for some people to use, because I know some people just like don't like the touchscreen, or like if you're blind, you definitely can't use the touchscreen because you don't know what the heck's being displayed, whereas having all the physical controls I think is useful. I suspect somebody that I could be wrong, but I feel like there's some things that if you're blind you could still operate, like you can get all these buttons figured out. The P6, I actually have somebody I've been from time to time I'll talk to that I've just been trying to describe this interface, because there's so little information that's really provided from the display here, and a lot of the controls are pretty one-to-one on this, but you don't end up having to memorize as much. So I've been trying to just type up kind of how the P6 works from time to time when I get like a question. I'd be like, okay, the top row is these controls and the bottom row is other controls, and then kind of try and go through and map it. Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of devices that have so many shift functions or just morphing displays. Can be a little tough. I wonder if I dare try and do something else. Or actually, what time is it? It is probably time for me to drop and start getting ready for morning meetings. But hey folks, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace. And thanks for hanging out and chatting, everybody. Have a good one.